If you're looking for one of London's most affluent and beautiful areas with fabulous homes, riverside living, and proximity to great restaurants and shops, then Chelsea should definitely be considered top of your list. Not only will you be neighbors with some of the world's most rich and famous, but also a fair number of footballers live there with their families as well. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the things that makes this area so very special and why it tops so many people's lists as to places to live. As with so many other affluent and luxurious areas of London, Chelsea definitely has its fair share of cultural activities that'll keep you engaged. For the lovers of modern and cutting-edge artists, there is the Saatchi Gallery, which is a 15-room exhibition space at Duke of York Square and is a definite must-visit. The gallery is one of the largest free-entry contemporary art museums in the world. Housed in a stunning building built in 1801 and was designed by John Sanders. It was originally meant to be a school for the children of soldiers' widows. In 1909, the school moved to Dover and the building became the Duke of York's barracks. The gallery moved to the Grade 2 listed building in 2008, surrounded by homes, shops, and a school. Also in Chelsea, originally created as a museum for the military, Chelsea is home to the National Army Museum. This museum has both permanent and guest exhibitions showing the role of the Army in British life from the Civil War to modern times. Of course, Chelsea is renowned for its annual RHS Chelsea Flower Show, a week-long celebration of gardens and horticulture. You can check out my previous video of top things to do this summer, which includes and highlights the Chelsea Fashion Show, as well as other top things to do throughout London. We'll have a link above. If you want to visit the theater, you don't even have to go to the busy West End. You can actually find it right in Chelsea. The Royal Court Theatre on Sloane Square offers residents and visitors innovative plays as well as Q&As. There's also a restaurant, a bar, and the Samuel French, which was originally located on Fitzroy Street. For music lovers, Cadogan Hall is one of the country's best music venues for classical, jazz, and world music. They host about 300 events a year, so you can go practically every day. Another reason to love Chelsea is the fabulous dining. Chelsea has high-end dining at its heart, being home to the Grade 2 listed Michelin house. The building is home to the 2 Michelin-starred Bibendum, offering guests the fine dining in gorgeous surroundings. They have an amazing oyster bar on the ground floor, which despite its name offers sharing plates, family-style feasts, relaxed dining, and shellfish. For the full Michelin experience, head to the main restaurant on the first floor with incredible stained glass windows and a seasonal menu. Keeping with the Michelin-starred theme, Chelsea is also home to restaurant Gordon Ramsay. Since opening in 1998, the flagship Ramsay restaurant is incredibly popular. It has stunning French food within an intimate location. Items on the menu are quite exotic, including scallops from the Isle of Skye and roast pigeon. Or you can go all out with the carte blanche at £220 per person, which is a bespoke menu created by the chef de cuisine, Matt Abe. An a la carte menu is available Tuesday to Friday. The Prestige and Carte Blanche menus are available Tuesday to Saturday. For a seasonal farm-to-fork restaurant that showcases seasonal dishes, you might want to check out Rabbit on King's Road, and it's a definite local favorite. They serve modern British dishes as well as Sunday roast with incredible fresh produce. But if you want to walk into a restaurant and feel like a character in a classic period novel, then you must visit number 50 Cheyne. With chandeliers, classic upholstery, and parquet floors, this gorgeous restaurant is owned by Sally Green, founder-director of the Old Vic. If you're walking by, you must stop and take a photo of the gorgeous blue facade decorated with seasonal flowers that are truly breathtaking. Food on the menu includes classic Sunday roast, Saturday brunch, and seasonal dishes. Next up on what makes Chelsea so incredible is definitely getting your retail therapy. Much like its restaurant scene, Chelsea has a fabulous selection of retail and luxury shopping available. With a history of being the center of fashion dating back to the 1950s, Chelsea Kings Road is a fashion lover's dream. There's Mary Quant's flagship store Bazaar, opened in 1955. Vivienne Westwood opened her store Let It Rock in 1971 and continues to have a store on this iconic road featuring her amazing punk stylings. Today's Kings Road showcases a wide variety of independent and design stores that offer so much. If you like to get it all in one place, then Peter Jones's department store at Sloane Square is the place to be, as it offers men's, women's fashions, as well as home decorating and beauty products. There's also other famous brands including Reiss, Calvin Klein, French Connection, and many more in and around Sloane Square. For jewelry, you can visit one of the many jewelry stores on the road. You can head to Robinson Pelham for fine jewelry, or Astrid and Miyu for everyday classics with a quirky edge. Also, we definitely have to highlight Duke of York Square, which is home to Europe's largest Zara store, as well as Free People, Aesop, and Monica Vinader. It offers 33 retailers in this square. In addition, there's a weekly farmers market held on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., featuring the foods curated by Partridges. It offers artisanal and locally produced meat, game, fish, bread, cakes, cupcakes, and much more. As an American, Partridges is definitely worth noting because you can get some hard-to-find American products like hot dogs and buns that are really rare to find throughout London. Of course, I can't show off the best of Chelsea without mentioning the football club that has the same name. Hosted at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea is one of the Premier League's most popular franchises, and home matches cause the area to get pretty busy. I highly recommend heading to the stadium for a tour while you're there, as you can visit the team's museum showing off its 115-year history. Book in for the Stamford Bridge tour, which includes behind-the-scenes look of the dressing rooms, press rooms, dugouts, and museum, as well as meeting the team's 2 mascots and a free gift. I've been lucky to attend several matches, and it is the most spectacular experience for fans and visitors. Being such an incredible part of London, you will not be surprised to know that Chelsea is a very expensive area to live. There are Georgian homes overlooking the river, large Victorian terrace homes with garden squares, as well as pretty cottages and large mansion blocks converted into flats, so you can find a large selection of different property types, but budget will be the issue. There are also several flats that have been developed in Chelsea, including the Chelsea waterfront on Lots Road Power Station site with 2 glass towers of 25 and 37 stories. As I mentioned, living in Chelsea is not going to be cheap, and here are a couple of options that you might consider if your budget allows. First up is this 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 4-story townhouse on the market for $4.95 million. With a garden terrace as such a priority in our lives, this beautiful 4-story townhouse on Park Walk has 2 private gardens, one to the front and one to the rear. It also has a private garage, which is often unheard of in the City of London. This Grade 2 listed period property has been refurbished while maintaining the period features that make it so unique. Located at the corner of this quiet tree-lined street, the property is beautifully lit throughout the day and would be a great family home. Also available is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 5th-floor apartment on the market for $3.75. For an apartment house in one of the classic red brick mansion blocks of Chelsea, this 3-bedroom apartment has incredible far-reaching southwest views across London. With high ceilings, parquet floors, and classic fireplaces, you will definitely be living your period property fantasy. Each of the 3 bedrooms are doubles, and there's a utility room, which is a unique addition to London flats that many expats would crave. There's also a lift and a porter. I recently helped an American client go under offer on a fabulous 1-bedroom in Chelsea along the river, so I definitely can speak to you how much this area appeals to people. There's also this 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath, and a terrace home on the market for $4.85 million. This elegant end-of-terrace home on the corner of Shawfield Street provides period features with guest suite and plenty of space to entertain. There's a drawing room and lower ground floor reception space to choose from. While there isn't a traditional garden, you'll still get the benefit of a 33-foot roof terrace to enjoy. The home does have classical styling, including a large marble fireplace in the reception room, but it might need some updating if you prefer a more modern aesthetic. Properties in Chelsea had an average overall price of £3,879,000 over the last year as of June 2022. Flats sold for an average of $1.365 million, while terrace properties sold for an average of $11.3 million, and semi-detached properties fetching £7.4 million. Overall, sold prices in Chelsea over the last year were up 66% on the previous year and up 60% off the 2018 peak of £2.4 million. As you can see, Chelsea is truly a beautiful part of London, offering riverside living, access to some of the most beautiful homes, restaurants, shops, culture, and so much at your fingertips. Is this someplace you could see yourself living? Make sure to leave me a comment. And if you did like this video, I'd love it if you would hit that like button to let YouTube know that we're putting out great content. If you're thinking about moving to London and you want to consider Chelsea as well as other locations, make sure to check out my other guides that we've got on my YouTube channel. If you want to discuss your options as far as where to move to, make sure to book in for a complimentary discussion, as I'm always happy to chat to you about your timing and what you're looking for. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos on my YouTube channel where I share great tips and information about the London property market and living in this fabulous city. So that's Arinzeh with Onyx Property Team and Keller Williams. Bye for now.